Welcome to the third game in the Americus Cup here in Boston between Boston Brew Squad and the Eurostars, with a first game against Bent and a second game against Scandal. Obviously, this game here against Boston will be the third game in the tour. We have Ula Keeley, Jacqueline Varels, Annika Lindqvist, Aliza Tizik, Katie Forth, and Paula Bass.
On the Brute Squad side, we have Emily Bacher, Angela Zhu, Cami Groom, Lauren Sadler, Caitlin O'Connell, Chelsea Murphy, and Shelley Cohn pulling the disc.
Tizik, one of the Russian beach players who already has taken on Americans this summer. And there we see Cami Groom getting the disc. 21. Chelsea Murphy stuck on the disc, but eventually finds her reset. Bacher doing a good job after her first game back since 2015. And that's Zhu going deep. Well reeled in there for the goal. I believe that's number 28, Shelley Cohen.
Caitlin is out there. Allie Heath with the pull. And Caitlin also on defense.
And Brute this time keeping the disc in field for Hauser to field to Essie Inkinen. Inkinen gets it to the middle to Bex. Oh, Bex Forth just unable to keep that disc in her hands, a bit low. And now Bruce Gold with a short field. But Douglas really wanting to get this disc moving. Heath, lovely little back and forth reset. Gets it around back to Douglas. Can't continue. And the Eurostars contain, then get the force on. Douglas, again, the same little reset to Heath. Oh, and a massive layout bid and goal by Bex Forth. I think that's I can't see who brought that disc in, but Heath continues to Gobin. Gobin down the line. Oh, made it hard for Chelsea Murphy. Murphy is fouled on the mark. That's Cassie Wong. 7 looked like a 2. So Wong down the line to Gobin. Oh, and a very good reset cut there by Heath. Burns her man down the line and makes it easy for Caitlin Lee to get the goal in that corner. So that's a couple unfortunate turnovers there by the Eurostars.
Yeah, I don't think they've had a completed deep shot yet.
And to try and show us up, here come Blue Squad with one of their own. Cami Groom on the line. Gets the reset off though to 3. Verhalen. And straight back to Groom for the goal.
So Brugge has had 3 breaks in a row and now sends out their offensive line. They have O and D lines that they work on to get that chemistry. I think one of the challenges of a big team is to have those different lines and be able to break it up into 2 subsets to gain chemistry within that. And we see their offensive line working.
And there's Malinowski showing exactly why she's on this team. Always looking deep. Both teams liking to move the disc quickly, but she's from Switzerland and recently has been playing in their club nationals where her team successfully won the tournament. But now the Eurostars looking for this hold, seeking for this hold. Prien to Varels on halfway. She takes on a deep shot to Annika Lindqvist. Will she reel it in? Yes, she will. In fantastic fashion over Vicky Nagus. And that is the Eurostars' first goal of the game. So I was like super impressed. These girls are hard.
They are.
Sorry, these women are hard. And that's something I should definitely bring up. I had a great message from a fan saying that we should use the correct terminology and the correct language, and this sort of tour is a very important place for that. So anyway, back to these amazing athletes. Malinowski putting a great disc into the end zone and reels it in is Elena Schwamm. Fantastic goal there. Not just a receiver.
Yeah, and she got enough separation that she could just run onto it. There wasn't even a need to stretch out. You see Schwamm, Alana Schwamm, number 26, just being able to pancake catch that without any pressure from the defense.
Pushes back, I think that's 4th upfield. It looks like Brute are playing a bit of a zone. Prien now on the disc. Lovely.
It almost looks like just kind of saggy on the handlers, making them work a little more and figure that defense out.
It looks like they have, though. Haven't got to the third now, but Anna Lindqvist with a lovely across-field shot to Tizic. And the Eurostars offense is starting to click.
Maybe because they were trying that sagging defense.
And here in the replay, we see Lindqvist on that sideline. A very nice throw, high and bladey to the far side of the field, where Tizic is only just poked slightly, but it's exactly where the defender can't get to it. That's well placed, well read by Tizic.
Yeah.
A good bit of offense there from the Eurostars. Yeah, I believe it's like this 1-3-2-1 look. Almost like a junk set. Malinowski now pinned on this sideline, but finds the reset. And this is the zone are doing a very good job of containing Malinowski and 14 playing together. Malinowski with a huge knife over the top. Can she read it? Absolutely. Kim Kolpan keeping that disc in stride, and they've broken through the zone. Malinowski now back on the disc once more. Malinowski wants a reset. Eventually, number 10, Sinacrope free into the corner to Tulsa Douglas. Number 33. 39, Dobkin. Oh, no, a great pickup there from 22. Nagus. Nagus with a deep shot cross field. This is a rematch of the deep shot we just had. And Tizic defending it perfectly well.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, the All-Star Tour, the Euro Tour, I think these are such exciting events that we're able to experience. There aren't that many avenues for high-level women's teams besides, the club division, but to showcase in this level is so incredible.
Keeley, high stall, but eventually finds Tizic. Continues to Lindqvist. Lindqvist with a pingy deep shot, and it's absolutely on point to her compatriot Anneli Anderson. And the Eurostars using that timeout to perfection.
Let's see this replay.
That brings the score to
yeah, we have, and yet again, Lindqvist taking on the deep shots, and that was perfectly placed to get around the Brute Squad defender, who's maybe centimetres from the bid. On the disc, across to Emerson. Emerson gets it inside. Well played there to 26. Schwamm. Back to Emerson. Oh, and almost blocked there with Tajima.
It looks like the Eurostars have gone into person defense now. That was a smooth transition this year on Brute Squad. 42 also on the field is a Tufts player, Rachel Kramer.
And a great reset cut there by number 10, Sinacrope. And a lefty here, number 42, but she gets it to Tajima. Across to Sinacrope. Sinacrope wants everyone to come under, but she strikes across the field. Gets it back from Tajima. And well stopped there by Milek. Didn't want that goal. So Sinacrope with a high release lefty backhand into the front corner for 42, Rachel Kramer.
Amber faking that backhand around but not throwing it because she didn't like that option. It's hard to have patience around the end zone when you want to score. Amber loves that lefty backhand.
As we said earlier, they want to move the disc quickly, and they do to Keeley. Gets it to a massively free Lindqvist. Into the middle to Virals. She goes deep to a streaking Tizic. Perfectly placed, but not quite in. Tizic has an isolated pre-in and an incredible inside-out throw.
You see no one else kind of entering the end zone, and her just saying, I want you, and I'm waiting for you to be open for me. A great throw. So Brute Squad's offensive line is out. We haven't seen too many reps of them, but when we have, they've been pretty smooth and quick movement. Challenged by that zone as we talked about, but able to kind of move quickly through it.
And here we have Claudia Tajima. If Brute can score this, that will be half. Massive fake there from Leanne Hoffman, who wasn't initially billed to play this game, but turned up, and we luckily saw her. And a point block by Laura Ferralfi from Italy. Immediately Hauser picks up, goes down the line to Milek under a lot of pressure. Milek with a deep shot and a streaking Eklund with no one around her, and that's a break by the Eurostars, making sure that Brute Squad know they have to score every point. Fantastic block by Ferralfi, fantastic isolation from Eklund, and here we see in the replay, there's the put in by Hauser to Milek. She fakes the backhand and takes on the deep shot, And Eklund, who we'll just see coming into frame now, really free, making it look easy. Tajima gets it to the middle.
We're about playing a horizontal offense here. A lot of movement from the cutters. They're deep now, but looking to have both big unders and some deep shots, as we see from Becky gaining at least 20 yards with that cut.
Yeah, I think that was off of Nikki Priem poach. She was able to go deep, but called under by Hoffman, and a break side throw into the path of Tizik.
We saw Lana Schwamm throwing that inside backhand kind of across the field. Beautiful throw to Rachel Kramer, but the other defender, I don't even know whose defender that is, was able to poach off, read that disc pretty well, and get that D. So that's a great D.
Yeah, and you can see straight away she was concerned about that. And that was almost a great grab by Tajima, but it looks like a strip has been called.
The Eurostars stack looks pretty deep. You can use the lines about 20 yards to that first player. I don't know if that's their goal, but it didn't work out in their favor. So maybe they were too deep to make offense happen.
You have to be careful there with Malinowski. The number 10 was probably just in the way a little bit there, Anna Sinekroak. Oh, and a huge bid by fourth. Hoffman doesn't like that corner for the goal, so she's going around. Got a bit of a touch there off fourth, but Sinekroak moving it straight away to Malinowski. And yes, the Eurostars doing a great job of keeping them pinned though. Sinekroak, a round flick, and well defended by Prien. She was exactly next to her player, and a player is down there on the field. Might not finish as soon as we think. Sinekroak takes on the around to Zhu. A good continuation to 26. Schwamm centers back to Zhu. And a massive fake. Gets it to Sinekroak. Sinekroak goes inside to 14, who immediately continues. A bit high, but well reeled in by 42. Rachel Kramer. Kramer across the field to Sinekroak. Well defended by Virals. Oh, and a tip, but still goes for the goal to Leanne Hoffman.
They came out of that half. It looked like they were hoping Leanne to be that ISO cutter. She was the last in the stack. But were able to be patient and move it around. A great offensive run and finishing the half. Teams can throw and catch, can cut for days, but when someone changes what's going on for you, then you have to think more.
Trying to dig out of this hole.
Coming out on offense, and a very nice call there. Just bouncing in.
While we get them started for half.
And the Eurostars playing that zone that we saw in that first half. And
immediately it has effect. A short field now. And a quick turn, quick goal. Straight away a break. Eklund with another goal.
Yeah, Emily looked unhappy with the execution of that throw.
Continues to Eklund, who centers it to Inkinen. Inkinen goes inside to Milek. And Eurostars not scared of these tight corners. To Eklund, a lovely offload to Inkinen. Inkinen inside.
A lot of yardage on that one.
Yeah, to Skarampi. Middles to Eklund. Fakes the inside. Goes around to Skarampi. Skarampi. Wants the high release backhand, but nothing there. Into the middle to Hauser. No continue, but fourth comes out the end zone for it. Fakes the scuba. Goes all the way around to Eklund. Another goal for Eklund. Nothing across the field. So she has to reset to Sinekroak. Sinekroak inside to Malinowski coming under. Malinowski goes deep, making it look easy to Leanne Hoffman, who's poached by fourth. Nice little reset set to Skarampi. Continues to Inkinen. Very well taken under there by Faralfi, taking exactly what's given. And here she really takes what's given. Schneidel under a lot of pressure, but very well boxed. Schneidel isolated now. Will want the reset, but gets it to fourth. Into the corner to Faralfi, who gets that goal in the corner. Incredible taken, and what a celebration by the Italian player.
And we see them sagging on the handlers and then tightening up as they become more of a threat. Kind of making those handler options look available and taking away the windows.
Sinekroak wants her players to come under. And Eurostars again pushing back the Brew squad. doing a great job of stopping those insides, but one under is Malinowski, who really fakes that deep shot. A great little shot into the inside, though. Immediately striking inside, and there's that deep shot again. Floats over Hoffman and Forth, and Hoffman doing a fantastic job bringing that disc down. But now isolated, wants the reset. Ooh, and I'd say that's a travel by Synchrobe, but she keeps playing, not in. Fakes the inside and a bid, but Hoffman isolated in front of the disc yet again.
Another goal we've seen with that high backhand, just kind of placing it out in that space so players, Leanne the past couple, but offensive players are able to just run onto it. Seems like Brute and the Eurostars are scoring in different ways, both incredibly effective. And that was Jenny Goban who she was talking to. This is Jenny's first year on Brute. She's coming from UConn, and I'm excited to see the athleticism that she'll bring to this team.
And a great pull by Ali Heath there, well into the Eurostars half. And there's that isolation play. Hauser getting it to Feralfi. Fakes the around, but gets it inside to Skarampi. Skarampi across to Eklund. And you can look at all these isolation cuts coming straight down that far side. Inkinen with a deep shot to an incredibly well-placed Laura Feralfi, getting her second goal of the game. Our team, my team at home, call that the windmill play. Oh, and a huge fake by Tajima gets Keeley off the ground, and she almost gets the block. Gets the reset to Forth. Back to Bass. Sorry, Bath. Across the field to Virals. Bass unmarked. All the way down to Prien. And Eurostars doing a good job of just swinging the disc, keep the disc in the hands of their players. To Lindqvist. Will she take on another deep shot? Yes, she will. And there goes Prien. Will she get it? Will she have to bid? Yes, she does!
Wow.
What a goal by Prien! And that's a break. Absolutely roasting to that disc. So now on the field we have Inkinen, Ferolfi, Eklund, Forth, Milek, Schneidel and Virals. Sorry, not Schneidel, Skarampi. So Brute squad looking for that hold. We now see Shelley Cohen, and she takes on a deep shot to Skarampi, marking her, and oh, she does just enough. Sorry, that was to Wong. Now with Zhu. Zhu is, I've seen a lot of footage of Zhu, and she loves to play against zone. I'd expect to see quite a few little knives over the top. But now a bit of pressure for Cohen. And there's that sort of throw I expect to see. Well brought down by Wong. Doesn't like anything upfield, so looks to her reset. Breaks out there for Bosch. Oh, excuse me, Beisha. Getting too excited. Beisha hasn't got much on, so she takes that knife into a corner. Oh, and it just comes off. A bit of luck, a bit of skill. What do you get? Beisha to Wong.
Well, we saw a couple of those kind of bladey forehands, which are wonderful in the zone, especially with no wind.
And here we see that play again. Probably a bit high in the stall count. Maybe a bit of a travel, but you probably wouldn't call that. She didn't get anything out of it. High, and Schneidel really unlucky. Into Forth. Forth now on the near sideline. Very good cut there by Bass into the power position.
Oh, Tizzit going deep and not a good option, apparently.
And a hammer from Bass across the field to Lindqvist.
Can throw anywhere on the field.
Lindqvist. Unmarked until now. Down the line to Bass with the great strike. Across the field. Flick. High. Will she be able to read it and bring it down? Yes, she will. Katie Forth showing off her athleticism, and a little friendly push there from the Brute squad player.
Katie Forth plays in the USAU, so many of the Brute squad players have played against her. And Saddles, you saw there, getting skied by Katie Forth.
Schooled, yeah.
Unhappy about that matchup.
A nice little throw, I'd say, but what a grab over the top of her. Almost showing it to her. Saddles, giving her a little push sideways, and that's just some friendly rivalry between the two. As
you see them now arm in arm, yeah. You can see them still talking, whether talking about that play or just kind of laughing in general.
She couldn't quite connect, and now a chance to equal up the game. Hauser with a deep shot shot, sorry, to Schneidel. Reels it in.
Schneidel with the grab.
Schneidel back on the end zone line, lefty into the end zone, and that's a goal, a break for Bexforth, and the Eurostars are even with the USA national champions at 12.
Wow. And an unfortunate turn to Brute Squad that gave Eurostars that opportunity. A great hug from Eurostars. They have been connecting on those deep shots, as we see here.
So Schneidel there reels that one in, and she's had a fantastic shot with her deep shots. Wasn't quite sure where she was. Lovely little lefty lead for Bexforth. And a fantastic break there for the Eurostars.
Kind of that flood play we saw earlier where the first two people on the sideline going across and that third player cutting, but it wasn't successful for the continuation.
Malinowski now far side. Takes a deep shot. And it's very well placed to Lien. Ooh, I don't think she was quite in. So Eklund. And well run down by Tajima. Here Malinowski faking a bunch of times, but gets that flick huck out. Absolutely perfectly placed for Hoffman to read and almost toe in. Definitely not in, as we can see there. Eklund potentially just in the wrong place. Tajima doing a very good job. So now a bit of a poachy look from Brute Squad. Well kept up by Bexforth. Resets to Hauser. Straight back to Forth. She takes on a backhand. Schneidel reads it perfectly and keeps it. Oh, and there was an isolation there on Ferolfi, who was entirely free, but she comes out and gets it. She goes for a backhand to Eklund. Rising high, ensuring that the Eurostars stay in touch at 13 all.
Eurostars have been incredibly successful with these hucks. It's awesome to see. And we saw here Eklund get after catch, or Schneckner after catching that, and having someone open in the end zone that wasn't an option apparently.
And look at Ferolfi just coming out, doing exactly the right thing. She couldn't get the disc for the goal, so coming out the end zone, and a very well placed backhand. The rising figure of Eklund is always going to bring that down. Into the middle to Malinowski. Malinowski takes on a knifey forehand, perfectly placed once more. Malinowski having a fantastic game to Jenny Gobin. And it's 14-13.
Number 25, Jenny Gobin.
Here we see in the replay, a good job by Brute Squad to maintain possession. Sinocrope to Malinowski.
Jenny Gobin is a graduate,
and a really nice knifey flick. Just getting it around Tizik. Another attempt for Zhu. Zhu almost took on the deep shot, but Wong is coming under. She takes on the option. Wong gets into the breadbasket. Wong to Zhu. In the middle of the field, Zhu. Deep shot. Will she bring it down? Yes, she will. Incredible play there by Wong. Briefly look at the replay. Here's Zhu. She's been looking for that backhand all game. Only a little bit of separation there for Wong. Rising high. Oh, and Essie just landed a bit hard on her ankle. That might be why she's down. She's up now on the field.
And an awesome cut from Cassie Wong. You see it from the other sideline, and Angela seeing that develop enough to lead the end of space for Cassie to get up, and it was an awesome catch even under pressure.
And that's the game. Brute Squad taking it by 2, 15-13.